Would you want to consider being in one or no?
Hey, I'm getting a haircut.
What time?
I don't know.
Oh, is it for Easter?
I don't know. Yeah.
Alright, let's watch it. Hold up.
Which part are you on?
Let me check. Hey, is there a way for me to be able to switch my account on Roku?
I don't know.
Because I'm possibly gonna create a new account for myself. Resume episode. Oh, Kabuki Warriors and Bailey and what's her name? Lyra Valkyria. So 12208 is where I left off. Oh, bro, you gotta watch that segment.
Wait, Division 1?
No, they cheated.
So who won?
Well, the Usos they took the titles back, so.
Then why is Jey Uso pissed?
Because he didn't like when. Oh, you know why? I feel like LA Knight is helping the Vision, so he may turn heel. Like potentially, not like at the moment. Oh, the Usos. I feel like they're hinting their heel turn.
I hope so.
But people are possibly not gonna boo at Roman because he's like a loved character, you know?
Yeah.
Like look at Randy Orton. Or no, his is mixed reaction, you know?
Exclusive footage of WWE 2K26 of the Kabuki Warriors, the video game available right now. Asuka and Kyrie set for tag team action. Everyone trying to get an opportunity at the Irresistible Forces. The tag champs of Nia Jax and Flash Legend. To this juncture, neither of these teams has a clearly defined path to WrestleMania. It's of the utmost importance, the highest priority for everyone on the roster. The Warriors have held the tag team championship in the past. 3 times for these two. Asuka and Kyrie would love another trip to the top of the tag team mountain.
You want me to wait until you're at that part?
You can watch it.
Okay. You don't care if you hear it?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Shane become an anchor for Oscar. They had some differences as of late. Since Kyrie cannot do anything well to please Oscar.
Your Japanese is lackluster at best, so I fear that your speculation may not be correct. As far as we know, the relationship between Asuka and Kairi Sane is as strong as it's ever been. Kairi is simply playing her role. She's being subservient to Asuka, who clearly calls the shots for the Warriors.
That's clear what that's all about. So Oscar,
My Japanese is worse than yours.
Oscar and Bailey will start things off in this critical tag team matchup here tonight.
And this is an important matchup for Bailey because coming off her disappointing...
Oh, look at Kyrie Sane causing the distraction, paying dividends.
You calling Kyrie an anchor, I was at least hoping for a pirate-themed follow-up, and it was right there. Instead, you're trying to sow seeds of dissension, as you've done all night.
Bailey's gonna cross the line.
But as I was saying, this is an important matchup for Bailey because last week she took AJ Lee to the limit in her Intercontinental Championship match, but all
Damn.
the model couldn't get the job done. Does she continue to slide down the mountain, or does she rally to it?
At some point, Corey, all these situations have got to get in your head, right?
No doubt about it. Bailey's been very open. It's mentally melting with her.
Sliding clothesline by Bailey.
Hey, just FYI, my therapy is at 6 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Especially after what happened last year. Lyra Valkyria. Oh, and Kyrie Sane caught her.
Lyra might owe Kyrie a couple bucks after that one. My God.
And here comes Kyrie Sane. Double team on Bailey. Get right there. Sliding as pulled on by Oscar. Sliding drop kick from Kyrie Sane. And the Kabuki Warriors have taken over.
What are you currently on?
Oh, as
I'm at like which scene before the ads?
oh I'm at one I'm at 40-23.
But which scene?
Oh, honestly, the ad closed.
Hmm. Huh?
Hold on. Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Doing this. I don't want to hear her talk. Becky
So impressive. Valkyria.
And she whipped Kyrie's line down.
Lynch.
Unfortunately, the Lyra couldn't finish the job just yet.
Was the current tag team champion.
Bro, did you saw what Obafemi did?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. So I feel like Brock Lesnar is a heel or a tweener. Actually, no, a heel. The way he was talking to Obafemi. Yeah. Hold on, I'll be back, Angel. Weapon? What do you mention? Yeah. Okay. No, wait here just in case. Alright, I'm back. I was gonna overall do an intro, but anyway, y'all's good chat. How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing The Walking Dead Season 1. I'm gonna for real beat this game. My homie Angel wants me to continue doing a share play today, so I'm gonna share play for quite a bit, or, you know, cause he's about to get a haircut whenever, and I'm gonna get a haircut next week, so I'm hoping, I'm gonna mention to my, like, sister to get me a $10 Apple gift card, and I'll get to play 2 gift cards next week, so I don't have to, like, mention to myself, oh, you know. I'm gonna mention, like, can we head to that store so I can get, like, a PlayStation gift card? And if my stepmom mentions no, then I'll mention, hey, don't worry, I got my own money. I bought it specifically for that. And if she doesn't want me to get 2 gift cards, I'll mention to Angel, hey, you have to get your own, so. Anyway, without further ado, let's consider channel once for you know, let us you know. Anyway, I'm gonna consider finishing WWE Monday Night Raw, you know, let us you know. Anyway.
Now with a bit of daylight, what will she do? And can she make this back to Oscar?
Hold on, a minute. I'm gonna be AFK for quite a bit. Be sure to skip to part 1, not AFK, you know. Let us you know. Anyway. I'm back in the Linus channel. Anyway, just FYI, I'm not gonna be able to see the chat at the moment simply because I'm currently watching Monday Night Raw. Same exact TV, just I'm not able to see it. If I were to be able to like use the app, the YouTube app, then I'll be able to see the chats. Then I don't have to mention to people like you know, like they don't have to type short. So I can mention the reason why. It's not necessarily because I'm on the PS5. It's simply because I'm not able to have access to the app because apparently my homie Angel's ex, his ex-girl, apparently needed my phone. I'm like, okay, why do you need my phone? And apparently she logged me out of my Google account, and you know, it's fucked. Let us, you know, anyway. Like I got issues with my debit card. Like I got a issue with my debit card. So who knows if I have to call Bank of America? Who knows? I'll have to possibly see. But then when I call them, they're possibly gonna mention what's my user and password. So that's the shit, you know. Let us, you know, anyway. Anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to shit once for you know. Let us, you know. Let's fucking get straight to the shit. And I'm mentioning the shit I typically chat about once I complete the episode and before I play 400 Days, you know. Let us, you know, anyway. Damn, Oscar. Damn. What exactly is this? A contenders match? Or just a typical tag team match? A non-tag team title match? Or titles match. Well, I mentioned non-tag team title simply because there's no, like, tag team match, you know? Like, tag team title match is what I'm referring to. There is a tag team match. Just not necessarily a tag team title match, you know? Let us, you know, anyway. What the fuck? Asuka got the kick out? Damn. Bayley and her character is getting pissed. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. Like, for real interesting, you know? Like, very interesting. Yeah, I love WWE, chat. I want to catch up to all the shit. So I'm hoping my phone does not glitch. But hey, why exactly would I wanted to consider glitching, you know? Let us know anyway. Anyway, damn! Bayley, like, hit the announce table. I feel like that's real. I hope when I'm a WWE wrestler, I could be biologically immortal, biologically indestructible, and immune to pain. Bayley and Asuka. So, Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie won. Or won. Their tag team name should have a nickname. Or does the company decide? Possibly the company decides. I mean, look at Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, so... Let us know, anyway.
Our names in your mouth because you know that we
Huh?
He hates us because he wants to call us ugly off friends.
So how do you got grounded?
Because his cat scratched his baby brother and
That was his responsibility to watch?
No, because you need a new case, Mikey.
I'll get it when I get an iPhone 14 Pro Max.
No, you're not going to get that till July, so you should
June.
probably go. Still have to long. You need
Oh.
a new case. You do not see the back of your case?
Yeah. You got issues yet?
Yes, Mikey. Do you want your phone to break? And you
No.
just don't have a phone till for 3 months?
Why, what happened?
You have to.
No, I'm not. No. Okay. Just tell me. Okay, what I did to you.
What was it? You don't tell me. What was it?
A video.
Nah, like what was it? What's in the video?
Something.
What was it then? I need details. I don't want to defend the film.
Dad, it's a joke.
Why don't I defend the film?
You listen.
Well, my bad. Not. I did I hit you, but I didn't. I could tell me now. I didn't say I'm gonna hit you. Okay, tell me.
No.
Tell me. Come on, serious. Tell me.
It's not about you. I'm
Okay,
beating up.
if it's not about me, just tell me. It doesn't really matter.
It's a video.
Okay, what's in the video?
Literally Roblox.
Okay, what?
The one that game that was meant to. It says ninja. So depressed.
I'm not.
It's so good.
Well, like, did I not explain it to you? I said I don't want to defend the film. Or if I'm how to fix didn't know that go. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Actually, it doesn't.
It doesn't. You gonna tell me?
Why?
Just tell me.
So you what?
About pool, you said you will. tell me the subject. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just tell me the details on the subject. So I said so. Nothing. Just tell me. Just tell me.
Alright, chat, I'm back in the Linus channel. Anyway, my bad, chat, I have to eat. So, anyway. Let me see where I left off.
But hey, like when I wanted to consider glitching in the Linus channel. Anyway,
But anyways, yeah, you know, Linus channel. Anyway, I'm actually gonna mention the shit I typically chat about. Might as well just to, you know, get it out of my chest. I mean, hey, might as well. Before I continue watching Monday Night Raw and possibly consider continuing this shit. Just FYI, my therapy session isn't exactly an hour, so just FYI.
Like, Carlos is stubborn too. He didn't do anything his mom told him to do. And like, I'm actually getting an actual trash can for my room. But no, Carlos has a fucking garbage bag as a fucking trash can. And then he tried saying that he kept me away from his mom. No, he didn't. Because when his mom was around, he literally took his phone everywhere he went when his mom was around. So, no, he did not. He also let her blame me for shit. He wasn't like, hey, stop talking to my girl that way.
She looks cute. Yeah, right?
she looks cute. Yeah, right?
Anyway, just FYI, I have my therapy session in an hour, and I'll be sure to call you, I would say 6 or whenever. Actually, not 6. 6 is when it starts. I'll call you like 7 or 7:30, alright?
Yeah, I know, she does.
Okay, anyway. Anyway, y'all able to hear me?
Y'all able to hear me?
Alright. Anyway, here, let me charge my phone real quick. Don't necessarily want to damage my charger, otherwise it's gonna be broken, and I would not necessarily like that. Anyway, because that overall happened to me before, where my charger was broken and my phone was not able to charge. And there was moments where my phone actually died. What's in that moment? So 2 years ago this occurred. 2 years ago. Yeah, it's interesting, huh? Like how it occurred 2 years ago. And I've been having this charger for what? A year? So hoping it lasts for like 3 months so I can get a new iPhone. And being able to get the charging block from Amazon, I'm gonna order that, and I'm hoping that it doesn't break, because I am gonna possibly break my charger, whatever I want to do with it. Well, I don't want to break it, because what if I do need it? I'm possibly, because I have like a bag, I have a Louis Vuitton bag, or not Louis Vuitton, Lululemon bag. You know, hey, I just carry that bag because I have plenty of my stuff in there, and I have like another bag. I feel like I carry it to like my mom's place, you know, let us know. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna mention the shit I typically chat about, you know, let us know. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about all the political shit, all the business shit, so pretty much all the businesses Farhan Azar and I are gonna consider running as CEOs and chairmen, and the only specific business to overall be business president would obviously be Naughty Dog to be business president. As I specifically mentioned about Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Sweeney, and Tim Cook. And who knows if I'm going to watch WWE. I'm possibly going to play, and then I'm going to watch WWE after I get finished with my therapy session, because it's going to start potentially. Thank goodness my phone is functioning. My boy Angel mentioned just update your phone. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and Kamala Harris, as I specifically mentioned about myself being a WWE wrestler and just over about WWE, I am possibly, who knows about Scorpion King? Because apparently that's another copyright. Apparently the one who like apparently Dwayne Johnson plays as him, and I don't want it to be copyright. So it could possibly be Scorpion Prince, because I'm young. Because typically a king is like much older, so I could be Scorpion Prince or Prince Scorpion. Actually, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna mention, would that be copyright or could that be an exception? I'm gonna do research on that. That'll be my heel name. My babyface will be Lil Mikey. I'm gonna be debuting as Lil Mikey, and then as I make a heel turn, possibly towards Angel, we'll see. It's gonna be a surprise. Because I do mention to him, but what if he forgets, you know? Well, possibly he's gonna know because that's part of the script. But it will be like surprise. He'll be like, oh, so you actually do want to do that, you know? Oh shit! Why is my percentage going down? What the fuck? No, please don't. Please don't, please don't. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's, no. No. But anyway, yeah. Then I'm gonna change my name to Scorpion King or Scorpion Prince. Who knows what I'm gonna possibly choose. But I won't be that Scorpion King. Let us know. Anyway, hold on, my sister texts me.
No, because you're being loud and it's annoying.
Valentina, I'm just dreaming. It's not like you're about to have to bed or anything.
Valentina, I'm just dreaming. It's not like you're about to have to bed or anything.
You're still weird.
How am I being weird?
You're still weird.
How am I being weird?
'Cause you are.
But how though? You gotta like give an explanation.
But how though? You gotta like.
Nobody talks that loud.
Okay, like that possibly those that you know that don't talk loud, like.
Okay, like that possibly those that you know that don't talk loud, like.
Do you hear mom like this when she's watching TV?
Okay, but she's watching her TV show, not gaming.
Okay, but she's watching her TV show, not gaming.
Do you hear mom like this when she's watching TV?
And like I mentioned, it's not comparing me to others.
When you're gaming, you don't need to be like that. Shoot, come on, shoot. Because they're better than you.
Well, they're not. And like I mentioned, I'm not gonna argue, so.
Yes.
Well, they're not. And like I mentioned, I'm not gonna argue, so.
Well, they are.
They're actually not.
They're actually not.
Like, so you have to deal with this when my controller turned off. Is my controller on? Okay.
They actually are.
They're not. Like I mentioned, we're not gonna argue and stop comparing me to others.
They're not. Like I mentioned, we're not gonna argue and stop comparing me to others.
I'm blocking you.
No, you're not. Just because I'm stating facts doesn't necessarily mean you can block me.
I'm muting you. I am blocking you.
No, you're not.
Actually, I am. You can't control me.
Well, actually, I could because I'm stating facts.
Well, actually, I could.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Did anybody chatted? No, okay.
You can't control me. You're not my dad or mom or grandpa or grandma or my step.
Actually, grandparents can't control, and older siblings actually could. It's not illegal.
Actually, grandparents can control, and older siblings actually could. It's not illegal.
You can't control me. it's actually not illegal to your grandpa and grandma to control you, but it is illegal for your older brother to control you.
That's domestic abuse. I'm not, like, committing domestic abuse. And grandparents actually can't control you. They're not your parents. They're just part of the family.
That's domestic abuse. I'm not, like, committing domestic abuse. And grandparents actually can't control you. They're not your parents. They're just part of the family.
And it's actually... And you're not my parent. You're just part of the family.
I'm your siblings, though, and I can tell you what to do. That's different compared to grandparents.
So you can't fucking control me.
Well, if the parent's not home, then actually I could. So meaning you can't block me if I'm stating a fact.
I'm your siblings.
No, you can't, nigga.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Actually, it is.
It's not. Whoever mentioned that to you is clearly lying.
You mentioned that to me.
Well, that was like years ago, and that changes.
Well, that was like years ago, and that changes.
You mentioned that to me in February.
I never mentioned that it's illegal for a sibling to control.
But you can't remember because you have brain damage.
I actually don't, and actually I could remember. So stop arguing.
I actually don't, and actually I could remember. So stop arguing. I never mentioned that it's illegal for a sibling to control. I actually don't, and actually I could remember. So stop arguing. I never mentioned that it's illegal for a sibling to...
I'm just gonna mute you until you're calmed down.
Well, you're not making me calm down.
Well, you're not making me calm down.
Because you're constantly arguing every day.
Because you're constantly arguing every day.
Okay.
I am disagreeing on false things.
I am disagreeing on false things.
Well, they're actually not true, and you mentioned those are jokes when they're clearly offensive and clearly you don't understand.
Well, they're actually not true, and you mentioned those are jokes when they're clearly offensive and clearly you don't understand.
Then unmute me once you realize
They are true. Anyways, bye, I'm muting you.
they aren't, and I don't care.
They aren't, and I don't care.
I'll unmute you once you're normal.
I actually am, so stop.
I actually am, so stop.
Anger issue.
That's actually not what anger issue is, so shut the fuck up.
That's actually not what anger issue is, so shut the fuck up.
Cause you're like that.
That's not what it necessarily means, so shush.
That's not what it necessarily means, so shush.
Cause you're like that. Cause you're like that. Anger issue.
Hate when someone spam texts. Not her chat. Anyway, back to what I was mentioning. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about myself, being an astronaut, just over about the astronaut missions, or like human missions. Oh my gosh, why is my phone not fucking charging? Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about all my family members, chat, like you overall know, as I specifically mentioned about all the biblical shit, all the aging loss shit, multiple meanings of the word minor. Oh, speaking of the biblical shit, like I mentioned, if I was talking about Christianity, that's like I mentioned, if AZ or Eric's in the call, just let us know. But really, biological immortality, biological indestructibility, and being immune to pain. Oh my gosh, he's spam texting AZ. Anyway, it's all good. I'll be sure to answer him when I get a chance. Anyway, but overall, yeah, but overall, chat, send a text. Damn it. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about, as I specifically mentioned about, my homie AZ, my homie Marcellus, my homie Andrew. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Nope, he can't call. Nope. I just mentioned not to call. Yo, yeah, it was good for how you feeling, brother? Yeah, exactly, it's officially that moment, bro. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about my homie Farhan Azara and his twin brother John Azara, like the Azara twins, they're my homies. As I specifically mentioned about, the Karshana family, Hussein, Nana Nelsons, Jay from Cub Scouts, Mind of Rez, Aisha Speed, and Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast, as I specifically mentioned about my dad and I homie Agron, as I specifically mentioned about my dad and I lady friend Helen, as I specifically mentioned about my dad's cousin Alan, which is like my uncle, which I've witnessed them all simultaneously of last week. Well, 2 last week and 1 this week. Like this week of Sunday, like this week of Sunday, let us and then my dad and I homie Agron, I witnessed him on Thursday, and then Saturday, I witnessed my dad and I lady friend Helen. So just overall, and then her daughter and shit, and her boyfriend. Not her sons though, not her sons. Until like whenever that occurs. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about, is that Farhan typing? Yeah, we could possibly call Farhan. We can possibly call just whenever I get a chance. Bro. What else did I mention? Oh yeah, as I specifically mentioned about the biological immortality, biological indestructibility, and being immune to pain, especially where the individual never gets tired and never have to sleep. I never get tired, but where there's a chance where I can never sleep. Let us Cause like Wibbs or Marcellus mentioned, there's no sense of like, you'll feel bored. No, I never feel bored, so there's no sense of boredom if you live infinitely, like forever. And I'll explain more of it later if, who's watching my stream. Let us Anyway, Possibly next live stream, unless you know. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about my therapist, as I specifically mentioned about, like if the Earth is immortal, if the universe is immortal, if the stars are immortal, and if the ocean is immortal, especially not other creatures, they can live longer. Just to prevent them from going to extinct, but it would be like very rare to witness other creatures die, is what I mean. So possibly they can live up to like whatever year, you know. But meaning people can still hunt them, like hunt creatures. Anyway. But majority of humanity, it typically depends on who's gonna be biologically immortal, biologically indestructible, being immune to pain, never getting tired, never having to sleep. And those that won't have those abilities, you know, let us, you know, like where they can't be biologically immortal, can't be biologically indestructible, have to get tired for some of them, and have to sleep for some of them. Let us, you know. Oh yeah, when being immune to pain, it's not physical pain, it could be like your mental pain, you know, let us, you know. And especially having infinite memories, preventing that limitation on when you can like let that memory remain within your mind. For me, I mean, because it's still fresh for me, I'm 21, if I live longer than that, who knows, there's a chance that the memories would remain, and I feel like I have infinite memories, you know. Let us, you know. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about my therapist, like I mentioned, what else, as I specifically mentioned about my ex Amber, fuck her, as I specifically mentioned about my girlfriend Piper, or my wifey, as I specifically mentioned about my biological kids I'm going to have with her, that I'm going to create with her, as I specifically mentioned about my 2 adopted kids that I'm going to adopt. I specifically mentioned that I'm going to keep my first biological child as a secret. You already know that. It's not necessarily bad. And especially my 2 adopted children I'm going to adopt this year. Like, this year of 2026, you know. Like this year of 2026, you know. Let us, you know. I'm possibly not going to play the game. I'm possibly going to chat, then I'll continue afterwards. Well, I'm going to be in the calls Farhan, and then I'll call AZ afterwards, so hope AZ understands. Let us, you know, anyway. Anything else that I overall mentioned? Because if I mention it, I want to, like... I feel like that's all. But yeah, anyway, as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, you know, like within my recent live streams chat, as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, you know, and gonna continue chatting about all that shit, you know, let us, you know. But yeah, as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, you know, let us, you know, like within this current live stream chat, you know, like within this current live stream chat, you know, and what I could possibly mention about all that shit, you know, again as well within my future live stream obviously chat, you know, let us, you know. Anyway, oh wait, the minor sickness and how I hate charging my phone and how my hands get dry. So yeah, as I specifically mentioned about how I hate charging my iPhone, as I specifically mentioned about how my hands get dry when it's in the winter season. I mean, it's low-key dry, but not as dry. I'm gonna put Vaseline later. We'll see. Or tomorrow. Possibly I will. Ooh, there's a lot of snacks ahead. I'm possibly gonna just not have snacks when it's like, because today's Tuesday, so tomorrow I'm not. Yeah, definitely not gonna. So I'm gonna sure, like, you know, those are great snacks, I love them, but I can't necessarily have plenty of snacks. You know, gotta have those muscles. Cause my muscles can weaken. Ooh, okay, my triceps is still overall there. Okay, perfect. Ooh. Oh my gosh, my triceps are hard. See, if you eat less junk food, your muscles would retain. You know how people retain a title within WWE? That's pretty much... Okay, my phone's charging. Great. I'm possibly gonna see how I'm gonna chat with my therapist. Yeah, for sure. See, great. Appreciate you for understanding. It's all good if you interrupt, like I mentioned, Farhan. Whatever we chat about, it's all good. Just let me speak, but you can speak as well because we take turns. It's all good. We're adults, Farhan. Let us, you know, or like upper, you know. Anyway, as I specifically mentioned about the mucus buildup and how the causation of my minor sickness, the nasal congestion, which is very rare. The causation of, the minor sickness specifically is the mucus buildup. So as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, as I specifically mentioned about, acid reflux, vomiting, and, diarrhea. Yeah, y'all know all about that. As I specifically mentioned about the Crohn's disease shit, chat, and the causation of that shit is specifically associated with Crohn's disease. So as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, I feel like that's all. So yeah, as I specifically mentioned about all that shit, like what's in my recent license chat, as I'm gonna specifically mention about all that shit, I'm gonna continue to chat about all that shit, But yeah, as I specifically mentioned about that shit, like within this current license chat, like within this current license chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit, again as well. What's my future license, obviously chat, let us, anyway. So I'm gonna be sure to wait for my therapist or the time to have my therapy session. I'm gonna check. Let me go to my Google account, log in. Thank goodness I still have that other Google account, but at the moment I gotta use my other Google account. It's like a backup account. You know how some people have backups, like for example if they got banned on social media, which thank goodness is not necessarily me. Well, on TikTok it was once, but NASA announces nuclear-powered Mars mission. Ooh, okay NASA. Elon Musk unveils chip manufacturing plans for SpaceX Tesla. Okay. There's plenty of jobs I can apply for. Okay, I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna be sure to have my therapy session. It's been quite a while. Your password was last changed more than exactly 90 days ago. Recommend you change your password. Why exactly do I have to change my password? Quite interesting. Okay, anyway. I am gonna possibly wait. Who's in here? Yo, what's good, AZ? How you feeling, brother? You forgot? It's all good. Oh no, I forgive you, man. Hey, just don't constantly spam the chat. You're good though, AZ. Roleplay is at 10:30 p.m. EST if my homie falls asleep, just to make it a bit earlier. I'm doing great and feeling blessed. How about you? You can... Okay, call me at exactly 8 or 9 because I'm going to be in the call with my homie Farhan, and once he hangs up, then you can call me, or I'll call you on via phone call. Not Discord, unfortunately. I have to update it, but that doesn't necessarily mean like it's, Yeah, I'll be sure to. So like I mentioned, 8 or 9 o'clock p.m. EST, depending on if my therapy is like, do I have anything to chat about or whatever. Whew. And I don't necessarily have to mute my mic for anything, chat. Nothing well, if there's information, yeah. If you mention something, then like just overall, let us know. Then that's when I can mute myself. So it's 5:55. So when it's like 5:50, I'll put my mic down. Hope y'all can be able to hear her. And I'll be sure to play the Walking the Season 1 afterwards, like do a continuation of it. Then actually I'll watch WWE Monday Night Raw. So when I complete that episode, I will be sure to, because I mentioned the shit I typically chat about, and when you ready, finish with your therapy session, then my call. So I'm gonna call Farhan afterward, and I'll be streaming. You'll hear our conversations. It's currently 2:55 p.m. AZ, so. Yeah, just overall. And yeah, Eric can absolutely join the call. Yeah, Eric mentioned that you're asleep. I overall read majority of the text you mentioned, or like, No, it's all good, because yeah, my therapy session is exactly 2 weeks. So, pretty much, it's not necessarily within my dad's week when I'm like in person. It's typically within my mom's week, and I'm gonna let that remain like that. If she mentioned if I want to change, I'll be like, no, I don't mind the 2 weeks. I don't mind it being virtual, make it simple for her, and just because how she is, Like, let's say, No, yeah, it's all good if you don't know, AZ, that I was busy. Just typically text. Mention if I'm available to call, because certain times you do that, certain times you don't. It's all good though. It's all good, AZ. No hard feelings, or no hard feelings, or no hard feelings. I feel like it means no hard feeling. Yeah, I definitely am. If you forget, it's all good, AZ, if you didn't know where I was at. So meaning you could type longer in the chat because I'm on the PS4. When it's Sundays though, AZ, when it's Sunday, be sure to type a bit short in the chat, because sometime when I mention to people to type short, they don't really. So I hope you can type short in the chat when it comes to the PS5. Plus, I'm not able to have access to my YouTube app. I've explained it constantly. If you want me to explain in the call, I'll be sure to explain to you later if you are concerned and curious about it, you know. Just mention to him I have a therapy session and I'm gonna be in the call with one of my homies. And after when you and I get finished calling, I'm actually gonna play Fortnite with my girl for a bit. Once I get finished playing The Walking Dead Season 1, and then we'll be sure to do the roleplay. She actually mentioned she's not interested because I'm not gonna really mention on. Well, I did mention on stream. My viewers know, but I'll explain to you on call. But call me separately and I'll explain it to you why. You know. Don't call me now though, because my therapy session's about to start, and by the time we're gonna call, she's gonna be waiting. She's patient, but you know she would prefer them on time. You know, no, it's all good, man. You had work. I understand. You don't know why he's forcing. He should really understand. You know, like he's an adult. No offense. I'm just All right, it's 5:58. Like I mentioned, AZ, I am in a therapy session and I'm unmuted. Don't be like confidential information. Whatever that she mentions, I'm gonna mute my mic. So I'm gonna make it where she doesn't see me muting my mic, but I'm gonna mute my mic, cause I don't want her to be like, what are you touching or whatever, you know. And I hope she doesn't do those weird exercise chat. Like, okay, like she is assuming of me, and that's fucked up of her. He's referring to. He's referring to Dark Ageless. It's all good. He's just joking around. If he's referring to someone else, then clearly he possibly is confused. He was confused yesterday as well, because I'm like, why is he gonna call me Sit Lolly at the bar when he's at the bar, or if I'm at the bar with him? But I feel like he meant to mention, can he call me when he's at the bar? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care, man. Is that what Eric mentions? Alright, AZ, I can't respond to the chat. My therapy session's about to start, so I'm gonna put my mic down. Okay, perfect. Can't respond to the chat, AZ. And appreciate you all for exactly 570 subs. Oops, my bad, chat. No, he's referring to Dark Ageless, or no, he's referring to Dark Ageless. You remember I was in the roleplay, Dark Ageless was stalking Jules? That's who he's referring to. Oh, okay, I can't chat, or respond to chat, excuse me. My therapy session's about to start. I muted myself within here, so just if I mention something and she heard it, it's really none of her business. Just her specifically, you know. And then once she calls or accepts it, then I'm gonna be sure to, you know.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
How's it going?
Going great, how about you?
Good. How have things been the past 2 weeks?
It's been great.
What have you gotten up to?
Just the usual, just been gaming, been hitting the gym.
Okay, nice. I know the weather's been very up and down, too, so
yeah.
Nice days in there.
I mean, it's spring, but you know what people say, it's Michigan.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, have you met with Simone since the last time we talked?
At the moment, no. She have not scheduled any meetings, so she mentioned for now just look for a job and hoping that they're able to schedule an interview and hoping that I would be sure to get hired if that's a possibility.
I think I remember you saying that you were planning on volunteering, but you were waiting for places to contact you.
Yeah, and they have it at the moment.
Okay. So are you also working on, like, applying to jobs?
Yeah, on this website, have you heard of Indeed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm applying on, like whatever jobs I can apply for.
Okay, how's that been going?
You know, it's going great.
Okay. Any challenges that have come up?
No, just to see if I'm interested or not, so I just read the details and how much I'll be paid for an hour. Or like per hour.
That sounds good. Alright, cool. Trying to think if I had any other questions about that. That sounds good. What did you want to talk about today?
I would say like talk a bit more of like, cause I remember 2 weeks ago when we last had our meeting, you mentioned if I like can mention to my girlfriend like what job she's interested in.
Yeah, have you guys talked about that?
Yeah, she mentioned she wants to work at Walmart.
Okay, cool. So you guys kind of have similar interests.
Yeah, like where I would either work at a store or just whatever job I'll apply for. So I'll possibly apply for like a bit of like a challenging job to see if I can manage that. And she just wants to like be a cashier at like Walmart.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by challenging job?
Meaning something that to see if I can like manage it, like something that like some people think is simple and some people feel like they can take the challenge to see if it's simple or not for that like person.
Yeah, what kind of jobs are those that you've been trying to think about?
At the moment I haven't like see which one's challenging. I'm just saying like overall like if I can find a job that can like put me like in a challenge to see if I can like handle it or like manage it.
Okay, that sounds good. So you've already been applying to places.
Yeah, but no response from like whether I can be scheduled for an interview or not.
Okay, what kinds of places have you applied to so far?
Do you want me to check like real quick cause like it's in my like emails?
Sure, if you want, yeah.
Right. There's a residential cleaning technician.
Mhm. Where's that?
Like somewhere within Macomb County, Michigan.
Do you know what company it's for?
It's like Fetch Cleaning Co.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what because it mentioned the company, so I was wondering if that's like the company.
Okay, cool.
And then there's a swimming pool technician, and the company is some type of like pool corp is what they refer to.
Okay. Do they do like commercial swimming pools, like at gyms and stuff like that, or do they do like private ones at people's houses?
I haven't like read much of the details, but I just like read like that's a full-time job. It's a job that's in person, and it just mentioned like the salary, like how much I'll be paid like per hour.
Okay, nice. What else?
Let me see what. Those are the jobs that I received like via my email.
Okay, nice. They sound exciting. What are your thoughts about them?
I would say at the moment I haven't made a decision on what job I'd be interested in, but as I apply for more and receive more email from the Indeed website, then I'll be sure to either let you or Simone know like this is the job I'd be interested in.
Yeah, that sounds good. And part of the process of applying to jobs is learning more about the job.
Yeah.
Too. So that's kind of why people do interviews as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just so they can interview you, but you're also going to interview them and see if you really want it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I remember when we first started talking about the whole job search thing, you were interested in working for like Walmart or Target or those like bigger stores. Are those still places that you're interested in applying to?
At the moment, if I find a position I'm interested in, then I'd definitely take the opportunity, whether it's at Target or like Walmart.
Okay, cool. Those, was it 2 or 3 jobs that you just told me about, or are those the only ones you've applied to so far?
The one I like mentioned to you about, like, yeah, those are the jobs that I applied for.
Okay. How long did it take you to apply for the job, if you can remember?
It was just to fill out that like application and like whatever details I put in. So I would say like for like a few minutes to like several minutes, depending on like the process.
Okay. Do you think it might be worthwhile to spend some time applying to more jobs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do we maybe want to make like a plan to apply to more jobs like in the next like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a SMART goal?
Like the term SMART goal?
Yeah, like SMART goals.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Do you remember what the acronym stands for?
Like the abbreviation of it, or?
Yeah.
At the moment, no.
Okay. Would you be down to do a little SMART goal worksheet together?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Let me pull one up. I think this will be fun. Then I can send it to you at the end when we're done.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Okay, here's a good worksheet. Let me just open it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I can edit it. Alright, let me share my screen, and then let me know when you can see it.
Alright. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so these are the SMART goals. The reason we use SMART goals is to help us kind of break down the goal into smaller pieces so we're more likely to achieve the goal.
Yeah.
So S stands for specific. So we want to really get specific about what the goal is.
Yeah.
So for example, getting a job might be a goal, but it's not a very specific goal.
Yeah.
So how can we make that goal more specific?
I would possibly say like what job the person would like specifically want or need.
Yes, 100%. That's a really good way of making that goal more specific. Perfect. Okay, and then the M stands for measurable. So this is about how we're going to measure whether or not we met the goal. So this is going to be how we keep track of progress and how we know we've reached the goal. So how can we make the goal measurable?
You mentioned like how to meet it, like meet that goal?
Yeah, so let's say our specific goal is to get a job by like the end of the summer. How can we measure our progress towards that goal? Like what kinds of measurements can we use? Do you have any ideas off the top of your head?
I would just like say being prepared once you find that specific job and seeing if you are able to just achieve it in time before you meet your ends meet.
That's a good start. I think we could get more measurable though. So I don't know how we would measure being prepared for the job. Do you have any ideas about that?
At the moment, no.
Okay. Do you think it might be measurable to measure how many jobs you apply for? Like, is that something that we can measure?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we can use that as like a way to track our progress. Okay, how about attainable? So, an attainable goal is something that is realistic. So, would it be realistic to say, I want to have a job by tomorrow morning?
No.
Okay, good. So, what would be a more real, or like a more attainable goal, a more realistic goal?
Possibly, like, I can have this job by, like, a month or two.
Yeah, so I will have a new job in 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So the R stands for relevant. So how will this goal help you? So an example of this would be like, I know you have a different goal in mind of, you know, wanting to be an astronaut, but that's not something that you can do right now. That's a goal in the future.
Like a long-term goal.
Yeah, it's a long-term goal, exactly. So we want to think more short-term about this goal of getting a job. So how can we make this relevant to us? The goal might not be to become an astronaut in 2 months, but what would a different version of that goal be that's more relevant to right now?
Like having a job that doesn't involve yearly training and just like involves you getting hired like within that 2 months range, where like for example if a person is hired at Walmart, they don't have to have a degree, they don't have to be training for like years or like decades. They would just have that job like right when they get that training.
Yeah, so getting a job in the next 2 months that you can get with the current level of education you have.
Yeah, like job education?
Yeah, education or training.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. And then timely is the T. So timely is about setting deadlines for the goal. So when would you like to have achieved this goal?
I would just say pretty much like in 2 months, like once I've achieved that goal of like hoping to like get that job or like whatever job I've like applied for.
Good, awesome job. Okay, I think we're ready to start filling this out. Okay, so let's start with S. My goal is. So what is your goal right now?
Like, do you want me to like mention a job or whatever?
It doesn't have to be a specific job, but if you have an idea of like different aspects of the job you want, like for example, do you want a full-time job? Do you want a job at a retail store? Like those kinds of things.
I would say
more specific.
I would say my goal is to get a full-time job. Do you want me to mention a specific job or just like full-time?
No, I think full-time is good. I think that's specific.
Okay.
To get a full-time job, how does that look to you?
It's perfect.
Awesome, I agree. Okay. How are we going to track your progress? So, I think for this, let's think about maybe how many jobs could you apply for every week for the next 2 months?
I'll track my progress by applying for a job within like every week.
Okay. How many jobs a week do you think you could apply to, realistically?
I would say like either 1 to 2 jobs or like 3 jobs, depending on. Is that like a realistic amount?
You tell me, because it's kind of up to you. What do you think is realistic for you?
I would say like 4 jobs if like for example this person can apply for that many jobs within like each week, if they like have the like opportunity or the time to be able to apply for plenty of those jobs.
Okay, good. Okay. So let's do. So I know you said like if those people feel like they can apply to that many jobs. I want to talk more about you. So do you feel like you can apply to 4 jobs a week for the next?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So let's say I will track my progress by measuring how many jobs I apply to every week. And then we're going to add that to the goal, to the specific goal. So to get a full-time job by applying to up to 4 jobs a week. What do you think of that?
Looks great.
Okay. Alright, let's move on. I will achieve this goal by doing the following. So, what are the steps you need to take to get a job in the next 2 months? So we've already talked about applying to 4 jobs a week. Is there anything else that you can think of that you need to do to meet that goal?
Seeing if I can like be scheduled for an interview or is that the answer you need?
I think that's a really good answer. So let's type this out. So the first step will be applying to 4 jobs a week, and then the second step will be how can we phrase the interview part?
I would say being scheduled for an interview and see if like I'm interested in the job or not.
Okay, so let's say attending interviews.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Alright. So I think this sounds like a pretty good plan so far. Let's move on to R, so relevant. This goal helps me because
I would say because I would be able to like have that opportunity like within like 2 months if I get hired by like one of the like jobs I applied for.
Yeah. So I think that's exactly correct. Can you think of how getting a job will help you in your life?
By like giving that like opportunity.
So gaining opportunities?
Yeah.
Any other ways that having a job will help you?
Despite getting opportunities, I would say getting plenty of training, like once I'm hired within that 2 months range.
Okay, good training. What else could you get out of getting a job?
I would say, besides training, I would say getting like that, like experience, like while working.
Training and experience, good. Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
How about the money?
Yeah, and getting the hourly pay.
Getting paid. Oops. Oh my gosh, I don't want it to disappear. Okay, we'll just do another one down here. Getting paid. How about like meeting new people?
Yeah, definitely being able to interact with the employees, like my coworkers, or especially the customers, depending on where I'm gonna like be working at specifically.
So like, do we want to say social interaction?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I have to put that on a different line. Okay. Social interaction. You're gonna gain so much from getting a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of that we should add to this list?
I would say being organized, like being able to straighten certain things depending on the job I have.
So like skill building?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so skills, good. This looks really good. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Alright, I will complete this goal by date. So, you mentioned 2 months. Does that feel like a good deadline?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, what's 2 months from now? Let's say, what's next? April, May, so May 24th?
Yeah, either May 24th or a bit earlier than that, depending on when I get the job.
Okay, yeah, it definitely can happen earlier, but this is our goal right now, that we really want to have a job by May 24th.
I agree on that.
Okay. Awesome. Alright, so we don't have to do this second page.
Okay.
I'll send it to you anyways, because
Yeah, for sure.
So, for example, if you want to maybe put an X on each day that you apply for a job, like let's say your goal is to apply for one job a day.
Yeah.
You can put an X or a check mark in the days that you apply for jobs.
Yeah.
And then once you have 4 in a week, you're done for that week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't have to do it that way, but that's just one idea for how you.
So it's like an option. So it's like an option if I want to like consider putting an X or not.
Yeah, it's an option.
Okay.
This will help you measure the goal. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so I will save this and send it to you, but what are your thoughts about this now that we've kind of gone through it and completed it and like really gotten into the details of this goal?
I would say it's interesting like that I have like the details to like what to like overall do when it comes to a job and the like certain steps in terms of like when getting a job and how like some people should realize that it's not gonna like occur overnight, like whether it's a long-term goal that I've mentioned to you or like a short-term goal, like hoping to get a job before I mention like what I budget on once I get the job and what to save for within the future once I get the job.
Yeah, definitely.
So before I mention like what I would budget for, like we could possibly chat more about the jobs and or we can like chat about like what I would budget for like while I'm within the process. So once I get the job and know how much I'm gonna get paid for, then I'll see which days to work on, and then I could possibly either calculate on Google like how much would I have in total within that month if I were to budget for these things, like for example like electronics, or if I want to get an apartment once I've officially got a job and like saved within like for example 2 months from May, like let's say for example July or late June I want to like get an apartment.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that once you have a better idea of like how much money you're going to be making.
Yeah.
We need that information to create a budget.
Yeah, absolutely, because I know that it mentions the details of the salary, but I would say once I know the job I'm gonna get and what job I wanna like be considered getting hired for, like let's say like in 2 months, like how we like what we mentioned about. So possibly in 2 months, like for example, if I get that job, then I'll like either mention the budget or even before, like once I overall have a job in mind.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me, and I'm really glad you're already like thinking about budgeting and thinking about like what the next steps are. So that's really exciting stuff, and we can definitely talk about that when we get closer.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay. How did it feel to create this plan?
I feel it feels great, so I can like be aware of like the certain steps and how like there's like a like certain process when it comes to like getting a job.
Totally. Do you feel like creating this has made it easier or harder to think about getting a job?
I would say a bit more simple when it comes to like getting a job.
Okay, nice. All right, cool. We've got a good plan.
Yeah.
All right, I will stop sharing, and then I can send this to you. Is email okay?
Yeah. You have my email?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, where's my... Okay, there we go. Stop sharing. I think I did it right. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let me just save it really quick before I forget. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I've got the saved version. I will send it to you after our session today. Cool, that's exciting. I know you mentioned you talked to your girlfriend about like jobs and stuff like that. How is she doing? How is your relationship going?
It's going great. We still been dating for like 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm. How's it been? Have you gotten to like know her a little bit better?
Yeah. Like she just officially got herself a dog.
That's exciting.
Which will like be like hours of like once she moves in with me. She mentioned like 9 months just so like she wants to wait until she gets a job, even though it would take like how we chat about like how it takes 2 months to get a job, or depending on how long it typically takes. So whenever she gets a job, then she'll be sure to mention to me when she'll move in with me, and how I mentioned to her that the apartment is just a starting point to like be living independently, and her and I are gonna possibly find a house somewhere within Shelby, because I know like building a house, for example, would take like years compared to just like buying it if I have like plenty of money for the mortgage once I've moved within that next step, despite like having an apartment.
Yeah, totally. That sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Are you excited to maybe have a dog in the future?
Like a dog of my own? Is that what do you mean?
Like, her dog, once she moves in with you.
Yeah, it'll possibly be like our dog and not like hers, like once she moves in with me, and like potentially I'm hoping to get like a dog of my own as well to make it like ours as well.
Mhm.
Cause she mentioned
what
that.
What dog is it?
Like what dog would I want to consider getting?
What dog does she have? Do you know?
She didn't mention to me, but it looks like some type of like Yorkie. Bobby should have mentioned to her like what the breed is.
Okay, cute.
But the dog I want to consider getting is like possibly like a Rottweiler.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
exciting.
Yeah, so that's the dog I'm gonna consider getting.
I've heard those are really smart dogs.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever had a dog before?
No. My grandparents have, so I would like consider it as like a family dog and not just like their dog. So I would, but for me, yeah, I never like had a dog of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
Did you ever live with your grandparents? Like, did you ever have the dog in the house?
It was my aunt, but once she got married, like several years ago, then she like feel like taking care of her kids or like focusing on her kids would be very simple for her than like having to like worry about the pet. So like my grandparents take care of the dog. So pretty much it's pretty much like they're like the owner of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or like it's a family dog. Like any individual can like take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, if my grandparents go on like vacation, then like possibly like I get to sit the dog. Like it'll be brought to like my dad's place, and I'll be sure to like dog sit it, or whoever is comfortable with dog sitting it. Even though I am comfortable when it comes to like pets.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever dog sat before?
Like for free?
For your grandparents.
I would possibly say like back in August last year.
Okay. What was that like?
To like dog sit?
Yeah.
It was very like simple. We just had to like feed the dog, or like if it had to like potty like outdoors, then like we'll like ensure like it's like it like signals like if it needs something. So yeah, overall, I would say it's like very simple when it comes to like taking care of the dog.
Mhm. Did you like taking care of the dog?
Yeah.
Mhm. Did you like take it out on walks and stuff, or do you have like a yard where you just let it go out?
I would possibly say like a backyard, just like if I have to like potty outdoors, or if it like wants to like roam around freely like outdoors.
Mhm. Have you ever taken the dog on a walk before?
No, I haven't.
Is it something you'd be?
I would say like plenty of years ago, but like
okay.
Or possibly last year, possibly like usually in the summer, like as a like family, I'll usually take it like on a walk.
Mhm. Do you like doing that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great exercise. So.
Do you know what your girlfriend named her new dog?
Jessie.
Jessie.
Yeah.
That's a nice name. What's the name of your grandparents' dog?
Charlie.
Charlie.
It was like originally my aunt before she got married and like had kids.
Right. She named him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have an idea of what you'd like to name your dog when you get one?
Possibly like Lucky, like hoping it has like good luck or something.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice idea.
Yeah, or just like how it's a cool name, like how like it will get lucky, or just like a cool name to like name like my dog.
Yeah, so give it some good vibes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Cool. This might be a weird question, but do you have any idea how you got your name?
From my grandpa.
You have the same name as him?
Yeah, so pretty much like once he like gone in the future, let's say, or just like overall, then I would be like I'll be like the one to lead the family like with that name, like it like will be like a memory like in the family.
Mhm.
So like if one of my family members like mentions my name, they'll be like, oh, I remember like when like your grandpa's alive or whatever. Just like in the future.
Yeah.
Which I would.
Like having...
Which I wouldn't hope for. I'm just saying, like, once that time occurs, then that's, like, why he names me as well. Not just because...
Yeah.
So he considers me as my junior, even though he's not, like, my dad, but because he's part of the family, I, like, respect that if he calls me, like, Mike Jr., even though, like, my dad's name is not Mike.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's okay if a name skips a generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. Do you like having the same name as him?
Yeah, so, like, I don't mind, like, having that name. Like, usually my friends don't call me, like, Mikey as my nickname, even though they know my, like, government name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like having a nickname?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Alright, that sounds good. How have things been with your family anyways?
It's been great. Yeah, we're actually looking forward to Easter next week, or, like, the week after next week. I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks, like, on the 5th. Yeah, so, like, 2 weeks where I'm looking forward.
Okay, so did you fast for Lent, or did you, like, give something up?
I would say a bit of both, like, how I choose certain days to have junk food, like, make it, like, a sacrifice, so, like, certain days I would, like, not make it a cheat day, and certain days I would make it a cheat day, or, like a snack meal, and, like, usually on Fridays, like, as part of the Lent, my whole family would, like, sacrifice the meat and usually have, like, dairy products instead of, like, anything associated with, like, meat.
Gotcha. Okay. So you did a little bit of both. You gave up junk food and you also did some fasting.
Yeah, for meat.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's usually what my mom does too, and so it's a very common thing, especially that, like, Catholics and Christians do.
Do you usually do that, or you're not, like, as religious as you were when you were younger?
I'm not as religious as I was when I was younger, but I still try to give something up just because I think it's a cool experience and it helps to be mindful.
Yeah, especially how in the U.S. it's freedom of religion, so people can respect other individual religions.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because I remember I mentioned to you, like, if I were to lead other countries and all that, like, instead of, like, banning Islam since that's disrespecting a religion, I would, like, involve other religions, make other countries have freedom of religion despite, like, the U.S. Instead of, like, banning a religion since that can lead to conflicts or even, like, war, which, like, we wouldn't want that. Even though there is, like, not, like, a war going on, but, like, some type of conflict between the U.S. and the Middle East.
Yeah, so freedom of religion is very important to you.
Yeah. Or, like, important, like, within, like, society so that people won't have conflicts or, like, lead to, like, aggression.
Yeah, I think it should be important to everyone.
Yeah.
I agree, totally.
Like, even though I could be raised as a Catholic or a Christian, like, if I mention someone, I'm not as religious, that doesn't mean, like, I'm going to disrespect a religion. That just means, like, people can change their beliefs, like, throughout, like, time as they, like, grow or whatever belief they would, like, prefer changing.
Yeah, so remind me again, so you grew up Catholic, like your family is Catholic, but you're just Christian now.
Yeah, I would, like, say Christian, but not, like, very, like, religious, like, as I, like, used to be.
What made you want to change your religion?
Because I don't, like, really believe in certain things of Catholicism, but I still, like, respect, like, my parents' tradition, like, how, like, I would, like, follow, like, the Lent, cycle, like, every year.
Yeah, well, can you give me an example of something that you, like, disagreed with?
I would say for the beliefs, I don't really believe in, like, purgatory in terms of Catholicism, or, like, the Catholic religion.
How did you, like, find out that you didn't believe in that?
Just, like, through, like, research and what others, like, believe towards that, or whether they feel it's real or not.
Okay, yeah, sure, that makes sense. So what are your plans for Easter?
My stepmom, she's gonna be hosting, like, within, like, my dad's place. So pretty much I'm gonna, like, be there, like, before, like, I head to my, like, mom's place, that week, in, like, 2 weeks.
Okay, cool, that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely is.
So, who comes over? Like, who do you guys host?
Possibly my grandparents is gonna come over, my aunt, some of my little cousins, and just whoever is gonna, be able to attend, like, at my dad's place.
Are
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anyone you're not looking forward to seeing?
No, there's no issues I have with anybody. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing anybody.
Okay, that's awesome. That'll be exciting. I feel like usually we don't see family between like Christmas and New Year's and then like Easter again. So I feel like there's always this little weird gap where we don't see everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any Easter traditions?
Usually like my family members will pray, so I'll like get involved in that just to respect and just overall because I'm a Christian.
Like at home, or do you guys go to church together?
We usually go to church before Easter, like usually within like Palm Sunday or like Good Friday, like within those days before like it's officially Easter.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you go to church on Ash Wednesday?
No, I